There are many kinds of packing, each with its own application. In a centrifugal pump, the rotary motion of the shaft must be sealed to contain the fluid. Good packing performance lies in matching the packing to the fluid being pumped. A flexible packing hook is used to remove the old packing. When removing the packing, aim the packing hook at the bore of the stuffing box to keep from scratching the shaft. Clean the stuffing box thoroughly of old packing. Fragments of old packing will interfere with the proper seating of the new packing rings. If premature failure occurred, inspection of the old packing may determine the cause. Hooks bent on the end of stiff wire serve as tools in the removal of the lantern ring. The lantern ring allows the flushing liquid to cool and lubricate the packing. The flushing liquid also prevents air from being drawn into the pump. Make certain that all packing inboard of the lantern ring is also removed. A used or worn set of packing can often tell the cause of packing failure. The sleeve and stuffing box must be inspected and in good condition if true results of packing are to be obtained. Frequent repacking may be caused by a deeply grooved sleeve. For packing to do an efficient job, the sleeve surface must be smooth. Clean the sleeve surface carefully. Check the lantern ring to make sure the channels and holes are not plugged. Check packing for correct size and proper type for the application. Improper selection will result in poor service life. Don't guess at packing size. If unknown, measure the sleeve diameter, the space between the sleeve and the bore of the stuffing box, and the depth of the stuffing box. When cutting new packing rings, wind the desired number of rings on a shaft or mandrel the same diameter as the pump sleeve. Cut the rings by making a straight cut along the shaft. When removing the rings from the shaft, slip them off without opening the rings. Keep the packing clean. Dirty packing will score the pump shaft or sleeve. Install rings over the sleeve by twisting open sideways. This will prevent distortion on the opposite side of the gap. It is recommended that grease or oil be applied on at least the outside diameter of the ring. Seat each ring individually, compressing in place with a tamping tool or by using a split bushing. Seat the bottom ring hard because it must seal the face of the throat bushing as well as against the shaft and bore of the stuffing box. Force the ring into the bottom of the stuffing box by tightening down the gland against the bushing. The split ring is removed prior to installing the second ring. rings one at a time, with joints staggered 90 degrees apart. Start by installing one end of the ring and bring it around the shaft until it is completely inserted in the stuffing box. Unless the bottom rings are properly seated, the gland will be unable to tighten the packing set and leave the front rings too tight in the stuffing box. Bear in mind that 70% of the wear takes place on the packing rings nearest the gland. Proper seating tends to spread out the wear more evenly over the entire set of rings. Lanyard rings must be located directly in line with the flush connections in the stuffing box. Otherwise, the flush may fail. Flushing liquid may be supplied by recirculating pumpage through a line from the casing to the flush connection in the stuffing box. If the liquid is abrasive, an outside source of clean, compatible fluid must be used. Packing does not stop leaks, but controls leakage by throttling. Packing shouldn't run dry. If it does, there will be heat, wear, and destruction of the packing along with scoring of the shaft sleeve. Proper operating leakage is controlled to a few drops per second, provided no overheating is indicated. When all packing rings are in, tighten the gland with a wrench. Then, back off until finger tight. Adjust the gland to obtain proper operating leakage. It may take a day or two before final adjustments can be made. You can literally make packings work or fail.